let me mention the Will Smith thing about he smacked Chris Rock. First, I thought it was a joke, a part of an act. You know, they were at a award, so I thought it was a part of an act. But later we find out allegedly it's not a part of an act. And so and I said on Friday, I believe it was, whatever day, that there go the Oscars now. It's no longer classy anymore. You can't let your children watch it. The acting and all that stuff is very bad anyway because they're there now because of affirmative action and reparation. So they're not picking the best qualified movies anymore. And it's pretty sad. But now that they have allowed the blacks to take over the Oscars because of their color, and the whites are being afraid of being called racist, and now they're fighting, right? That thing with Will Smith was just one beginning of a ghetto. You can expect more and more fights to happen because that's what they do in the ghetto. In the ghetto. So you're going to see more and more fights because blacks don't build, they destroy everything that's good. And not all, but most. And if you notice, everything they've touched so far turned to dust. I remember when the Academy was real classy and you really liked the movie because they didn't have a lot of props and things like that. You had the real acting from the men and the women there. And so you had, when it was time for the Oscars, you were ready to see who was going to win. If your favorite movie would win or the person that was in the movie would win or people. That's all gone now because there's no quality to it, no real acting. It's affirmative action acting. No, you don't have to be qualified. You just have to be black. I want you to know that Will Smith is no different than any other human being with anger. He is no different than any other human being with anger. Anger is evil, and evil control you, and evil will cause you to do and get into situations that you don't want to be in because you can't see, and you're being controlled by evil. He's no different than anyone who has not overcome anger, no matter who it is. You have that same nature inside of you, and if you get to know yourself, you'll see that. You see that you're very judgmental, unforgiving, no love, controlled by your daddy, Satan. You have his nature. But one guy, Francisco, said, well, when he's in his imagination, he saw Will Smith as like a hero. I don't know if he used the word hero, but like a hero-like. And he really liked him because he was seeing him through imaginary eyes. But then when Will Smith did that, long story short, his imagination, Francisco's imagination, was crushed too. Now he doesn't like Will Smith. He doesn't like him because that false image of Will is gone. And the real deal is there. My thing is that he has never liked Will Smith at all. He loved an image of Will Smith, the fake image, in his own imagination. That's why no one has love. And when that image is crushed, they want to destroy you. They don't like you because they never liked you. They don't have love, so they can't forgive. And they don't admit, you know what, I had a false image of Will Smith or anyone that you put on a pedestal, all because of a title or what they do, whatever, right? It's your fault you do that. Even if they're trying to make you do it, it's still your fault that you do that. And so when the image is crushed, the imagination, you should see for yourself that you were wrong so you can stop doing it. Will Smith may have a lot of money. He may have fame and all that fortune. But Will Smith has the same problem that every human being has when he or she is angry. Anger is hatred. Hatred is of the devil. And you're living in darkness. You hate God. So Will Smith, now you're seeing his real issue. He got real issues like everyone else. And so instead of dogging him out, you should pray for him. You really, if you had real love, you will understand that this is the real Will Smith, and he is not a happy person. No human being with anger is happy. That's why you escape into the imagination, the mind of the devil, to try to create a happy world for yourself, and it never works. It never works. You never have peace. No matter what you create in the illusion of your imagination, you could be a quote-unquote superstar with buku money. You're never going to be happy. You can be as poor as you want and angry, and you'll never have peace. Money, places, and things and people does not bring peace to you. Forgiveness does. Go and forgive, and I will forgive you, thus said the Lord. Return to the Father. Will Smith got issues, just like everybody else who has not forgiven and returned to the Father. So this is from the Revolver. A clip of Will Smith from some time ago has resurfaced, in which he described the trauma of being cheated on.
When I was 15 years old, my first girlfriend cheated on me.
Oh.
And I remember making a decision that nobody would ever cheat on me again. And the way I was going to do that is by being the biggest actor on earth.
Huh.
Right? So there's been this weird psychology that I've always felt like if my movies are number one, my life is going to work out great.
Huh.
You know?
Amazing, right? What human being does not think that? They think if they get riches, money, houses, cars, clothes, food, whatever, their life would be great. He thought because this woman cheated on him, his first, whatever he was, that if he became an actor, he would never be cheated on again. So he went into his imagination, look what he ended up with. A worse situation than the one that cheated on him. That ain't it, folks. It's a spirit. We are a spirit, and we must be born of the Spirit. There's nothing at all that can make the trauma well, can make you overcome the trauma, except being born of the Father, to be born of love. We need love in our life and in the world. And that's what God is trying to do, create love through men, the real deal. And love is not an emotion. It's a light unto your feet. It's the nature of God. In the Bible, it talks about what love is, and it name off all these things. And it says in something like in the end that above all these things is love. If you don't have love, you have nothing. Love is life. You have no idea what you can endure and overcome, because you got to overcome the ego, right? Once you're born of the Father, then you got to overcome the not you, the ego nature that's made a home in you. And you need the light of the Father to do that. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And going through that ego is not an easy thing. It takes a while. It's very painful. But you can do it with the light of the Father inside of you. You can overcome the ego, and you're overcoming the world. Just FYI. But Will Smith is you. He's me. He's anyone who has not overcome anger, right? But if you overcome anger, he's not you. But he's everyone who's fallen, who were born through the woman and has not been born of the man, of the Father. Just smoke on it, think about it. It's an opportunity to learn from it. Discover. Opportunity to discover. So looking at Will Smith's situation, look at yourself. Look how you are. Look how you treat people. Look how judgmental you are. Look how angry you are. While saying you're not angry, you're angry. Because the proof is in your action. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.